Hey, hello. This is just another thing. Excuse me for just sharing my thoughts and feelings and all that. So I've been watching a couple of videos today about borderline personality disorder, and kind of to reiterate what I said in my video the other day. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty hopeless at the moment. I just feel, what is the point? If I'm going to be on my own and not be able to have any friendships or relationships in the future because of my experience with what's happened to my friendships over the last few years. And the fact I just don't trust myself anymore. I don't know. Also found out today I had a biopsy of my kidney for the neurofibromatosis, this reasonably serious medical condition that I have, on top of all the other medical conditions that I've got. I initially thought everything was okay because I had to move my appointment to go for the result, and I rang up today and they said I have to go in and see someone because they need to discuss what they found on the biopsy. So that looks like there's a potential issue there. If it's cancer, then I am not going to have it treated. It's as simple as that. There is no point. There is no point. My experience of the last 18 months or so, in regards to the fact the decline of my mental health, and as I said before in the previous video, um, and no one acknowledged that, what I'd been through in the last 7 or 8 years. No one commented or acknowledged on that, in respect to showing some empathy and compassion and some understanding how they would deal with those situations that they had to face them in their life. I just don't see the point. I'm going to get my book out of the way, because if I can get my book out of the way, then at least my story can be told. And if I'm not here anymore, at least there's my book, and people can read about my life and what happened to me, and hopefully it will stop it from happening to somebody else, because I wouldn't want my worst enemy and the person I hated most in the world to experience the amount of mental health distress I experience, and to experience the utter isolation that I feel, in terms of having no family at all, no family at all, no family at all, no brothers, no sisters, no uncles, no aunties, nobody, and very few friendships. In fact, hardly any friendships now, apart from one person who I saw on Sunday, last Sunday, the other Sunday. I just don't see the point. We'll see what this group thing does, if that brings about any kind of support for me to be able to manage myself better. But at the moment, I do feel really hopeless about my mental health situation, in terms of what I can do to get better, and be able to function reasonably normally, without feeling triggered or amped up, or all the other feelings that I feel. I really don't think people understand or get it, in terms of just how isolating it can feel, you know. I get people saying, "Oh, I'd love to spend time on my own. I'd relish time on my own," and blah blah blah. But if you spend all of your time on your own, apart from 5 hours on a Monday when you go to group therapy, imagine how that would feel, having nobody, you know. And I'm not saying this because I want people to feel sorry for me. You know, I want people to be compassionate and understanding in terms of it and have empathy, you know, because at the moment that situation can't change, you know, until I get more help. And waiting for help from the NHS in terms of mental health is like waiting for Christmas, really. You know, I don't know, but that's it. That's just me sharing my thoughts of today. You know, hoping it'll help me get out all this stuff that's in my head that needs to be got out. Okay, thank you.